Hi there! Welcome in this second episode of Composer, the emission that talks about films, TV shows, and video game soundtracks. The first episode was about Jesper Kid. Today, let's talk about Ramin Djawadi. Ramin Djawadi is an Iranian-German composer born in Germany in 1974. He studied in the USA and from 1998 becomes assistant of the famous American-German composer Hans Zimmer. Its career begins. Like all Zimmer's assistants, Lorne Balfe is one of them, Djawadi composes additional music for Zimmer's films and other composers' films between 2001 and 2005. 17 films. He also worked on Pirates of the Caribbean in 2004 and Batman Begins in 2005. Between 2003 and 2006, he co-composes for 4 films, including one with Hans Zimmer, and produces the music of 2 TV movies and 1 TV show. In 2005, he doesn't need his mentor anymore and composes for a Ridley Scott short film, and for TV show Prison Break. He proved himself after 16 soundtracks integrally composed by himself since 1999, and in 2008 releases first Iron Man soundtrack including 2 hits of Rock Story, Black Sabbath's Iron Man and AC/DC's Back in Black. The first references the movie's title, the second makes Tony Stark look more rock. Between 2008 and 2011, he composes 9 soundtracks, and it's this year he's contacted for the music of 2 shows, Game of Thrones and Person of Interest. Game of Thrones, as you surely know, is a hit series produced in 2011 mixing heroic fantasy and politics. It's the adaptation of George R.R. Martin's book series A Song of Ice and Fire. They follow the dispute of Stark, Lannister, Baratheon and Targaryen families for the Iron Throne, symbol of monarchy. The series is a really great success, and it's due to Martin's dark fantasy universe that is extremely violent and pitiless. And it changes from the usual American series, right? Twists, treasons, assassinations, weddings, every event takes a short. Manichaeism is far away, and even if every fan has its own favorite characters, none of them can really be qualified of nice or bad. Everyone acts with good reasons. Reasons challenged by the other characters. I encourage you strongly to see this series. Even you, yes you, the hipster listening to me. Game of Thrones, it's famous, but it's good. Anyway, Game of Thrones music are very good. We see that Ramin Djawadi has learned from the best. The main theme we hear during the credit is bewitching, causing the excitement of all Game of Thrones fans when an episode begins. Another key theme of the series is Reigns of Castamere, House Lannister's hymn. Without spoiling, if you hear it, something bad is about to happen. Yes, my friends, if you too have been traumatized by the end of the 4th season, put a green thumb. It's also the same year that Ramin Djawadi composes for Person of Interest. By the way, when a composer is for a series soundtrack recruited, he was for all the seasons. Also, since 2011, Djawadi composes for Game of Thrones, for Person of Interest, and for films and video games. Let's talk about Person of Interest. The series was created by Jonathan Nolan, Christopher's brother and John Nolan's nephew. This one appears in many films of the two brothers, and he plays since 2013 the main antagonist of Person of Interest. It's produced by J.J. Abrams, filmmaker of the time since he releases the upcoming Star Wars in December. Interesting thing to know about J.J. Abrams, besides being a scenarist, filmmaker and actor, he is himself composer. He indeed composed for its series film credits, including Fringe and effectively Person of Interest. But Person of Interest, you basing us with this name since the beginning of this video. Don't be so impatient, young Padawan. You have understood the series started in 2011. It talks about billionaire Harold Finch, great computer scientist, working in artificial intelligence. He created for the government, after attacks of the 11th of September, a machine able to locate terrorism in New York. It is based on phone codes and video from smartphones, webcams, and surveillance cameras. But this machine, like the USA wished, become able to prevent attacks before they happen. It uses all the city's cameras and phones, and it's also a massive surveillance system. The series is very realistic as to the machine's background. The fact that the USA watched the entire world isn't a secret anymore. The series starts when the machine is functional. However, billionaire Finch noticed that the government only cares about major attacks. All the other crimes can be avoided, but the USA doesn't expand. Finch keeps the control on its creation to use it for this purpose. The machine also sends him every day New York's people's social welfare numbers, the persons of interest. But the machine doesn't say to its creator if the person of interest is a victim of the criminal. Howard Finch has to investigate, and it's also why he engages John Reese to help him. John Reese is a CIA agent that is supposed to be dead. You also have a good universe, and this series poses many questions about identity, with Reese, supposed to be dead, and its enigmatic associate Finch, who has many identities. We learn later that Howard Finch isn't its true identity. The series, even if it may sound annoying because it's one of its repetitive serials wherein the story moves slowly with 20 episodes for each season, presents interesting themes like artificial intelligence. Moreover, we see in some episodes flashback about Finch's past, when he creates the machine, and tests its artificial intelligence, like when he plays chess. In the 4th season, we see a haggling between the machine and another artificial intelligence. What do they haggle? Human lives. This episode is interesting and shows that these machines are very advanced in perceptions, human lives weight, and feelings. Season 4 final, with Pink Floyd's song Welcome to the Machine in background, shows that the machine can indeed feel, talking to Finch as if he was his father. Also, a series I recommend you if the detective genre do not mind. Let's back to Ramin Djawadi. In 2013, he co-composes science fiction film Pacific Rim's soundtrack with Tom Morello of the funk metal, rap metal, Rage Against the Machine band. Tracks Morello worked on have a very nice cyber metal sound. I'll quickly explain to you what cyber metal is. In the end of the 80s, a style fusionating heavy metal and electronic music was born: industrial metal. Cyber metal is a subgenre of this industrial metal. And you'll understand by the name cyber, it distinguished of industrial metal by its synthetic side, dark and attached to science fiction and to cyberpunk. If you want to listen to an excellent cyber metal band, listen to Mechina. I actually do a video about this band I really appreciate. Anyway, if industrial metal is enough onerous because of the fusion between heavy side and boom boom sound, cyber metal ambiances are mystic and extremely cinematographic. Mechina's albums will be very good soundtracks. Ramin Djawadi is currently in charge of an other series, The Strain, produced by Guillermo del Toro, of which the 2nd season is currently broadcast. It's an horror series rather complicated to summarize because there's a lot of things happening. Inform you if you're interested. He will produce in 2016 the music of the upcoming film Warcraft, inspired by Blizzard's video game saga Warcraft. And it concludes this 2nd episode of Composer about Ramin Djawadi. This artist becomes really famous and its music are nice. Yes, I talk more about the series than about Ramin Djawadi's work, but it's the emission's double interest. Talk about films, series and video games. And music. Also gamers, moviegoers and other series fans rejoice because the upcoming episodes of Composer will be heavy, really heavy. Sunday coming, I'll talk in my Lone Rock emission about glam rock, so subscribe to the channel not to miss upcoming videos.